what I want to do is to help you with manifesting. She does the tapping. I love EFT. Tapping is very, very powerful. And I know you get a lot of that from her. What I'd like to do today is to take one thing that you want to manifest, something that you want to truly create in your business or in your personal life. It doesn't matter. Just choose something so that we can have a focus. And then I'm going to take you into my own version. I'm certified 83 ways in theta, but I do my own thing with it. So I would love to take you into a state of theta. And what that means is that our brain and our bodies vibrate at the same rate, quantum physics wise, as creation. Not just creator, but the actual energy of creation. So when we're in that state, everything we manifest is here now if you will align to it when you come back out. So it's pretty powerful, cool stuff. But what the thing with working with theta, if you have belief structures that are in the way that contradict what it is that you're trying to create, it's like, I want to create $1 million. But in somewhere in there, I believe that people that have $1 million are not good, or that I couldn't handle it, or whatever little belief could be in there. You're not going to create it. What you're going to create is the frustration of seeing someone else have it. Because what you've really wanted to create is the frustration in yourself, because we're here to learn, not have money. Money is a byproduct, and it should be all over the place, but that's not going to be. Sure, we're getting everybody in. That is not the main focus when we're truly manifesting. That's why it's so elusive. Absolutely elusive, because we all see that it's dollar signs, it's things, it's euros, it's the thing. But truly, the essence of what you're wanting to create in your business is impact, is a beautiful life of freedom for yourself. And freedom does come from money, it does. But try to manifest the money, you're going to hit more beliefs than you want to even. You could literally, the way quantum works and the way manifesting works, you can create it. You could take the time, the lifetime, to create it so that every human on the planet could stand in front of a bus and not get harmed. You can. But why would you? Why waste the time? Learn the energies that are there and use that valuable, beautiful time, the now that we have, to create the true essence of what it is that you're wanting to create. So when I'm saying let's focus on one thing, don't just put a dollar sign to it yet. Let's go into theta and create impact, freedom, health, love, those abundances that then money is there for, to help provide. Because see, money, it'll go to flow. If you open that path, it's just going to flow right in. You have to manifest it. It will flow. But manifesting your own sense of being in alignment with that, that's where we're at. Okay. So take one thing that you're really wanting to manifest, and I would put a little bit of a time limit on it. Let's say this year, the rest of this year. More time, more freedom, more impact, bigger vision, something to that effect. So take a minute with that and just banter it around. If you want to raise your hand and share what you have in mind, you can. We can all be manifesting together. We're going to go into that theta state, and anything we put out is good for ourselves. And if someone else is willing, it can be there for them as well. Loving the energy. You can jot it down if you want to. That way you have a focus when we come back. We do a little bit of an energy work here as well, because things are not in alignment. And when we go into a theta state as a group, we need to be in energetic alignment. So what I'd ask for you to do is to get sturdy in your chair, feet on the floor if you can, and imagine that chakra alignment. And with that, I want you to do a beautiful, deep, deep blue color that comes all the way down. Not the white we're used to. Do a deep blue, almost a purpley hue to it. It's a goddess blue, that's what I call it. Let that come all the way down through you to align those chakras with where you need to be now for this purpose. Beautiful. I ask also that anytime we do work, your higher self is in charge of everything that comes to you and from you. You are in complete protection and in complete dominion at all times. And with that being said, I want you to imagine around yourself a beautiful bubble It's like when we were kids and we could blow those iridescent bubbles, and they're just so beautiful when the sunlight hits them. Imagine one around you, around you. And if you don't see it, that's okay. Just imagine what would it be like to be inside of that bubble. And let it start to lift you up out of your body inside of this bubble so that you're at the ceiling at a 45-degree angle down, looking down at yourself so you can see your body. Beautiful. Ooh, powerful energy in here. I love it. Take a breath there and imagine also there's a beautiful golden filament that goes from you into your body so that it will be connected at all times. And as you start to float outside of your building, outside of the building you're in, imagine what it would be like to look down on either the building you're in or your home. What would that be like? See it from that different perspective. There's symbology here that our brains love to work with. You're opening up the subconscious in a way that it's not used to yet. I want you to travel even above the clouds, above the city, the state, the country that you're in. Hover there for a moment in that beautiful, beautiful iridescent bubble. That's it. Now float a little further. You're going to go to where there's this beautiful liminal space between our atmosphere and space, outer space. And I always imagine it's almost like a fluffy cotton ball filled cloud. There's tension there. You can feel there's substance, but it's not really tight. Sit in that liminal for a minute, and we're going to ask our higher selves to come in and adjust our trajectory to exactly where we need to be for the purpose of this manifestation. Trust your higher self. Beautiful. And now let yourself float. You're in this beautiful bubble and you are floating through space. Just imagine the layers of light and dark. And light and dark, feel the speed moving around you. And every now and then a beautiful color will pop in. Just you'll sense a red or a magenta or a blue, maybe even a green or a yellow. That's it. Just keep going, keep going. And before long, you're going to slow down a little bit until you start feeling the most amazing golden light. Let it invade every cell. Beautiful. The level and the layer of where that godlike energy creation resides, and it's a little bit closer to physical form. Let it bathe you. Let it bathe you. You belong here. And the next level you're going to hit is a bit of resistance. It's a pink, light pink, sticky substance. Push your way through that. This is where the laws of the universe live. It resides in this energy. So you're going to feel a little resistance, but you can ask it also as you're moving through this layer to take off all the rough edges that life has given you. Let it just take it off. And as you come out into the other side, I want you to just burst through into the most brilliant iridescent light you can imagine. Beautiful light. Let yourself adjust. Let your mind adjust to what that would be like. It's just pure light. And as you adjust, know that your body, your mind, and your soul, your heart, and every bit of you is adjusting to creation, that part of creation that was created by you and for you. That's it, purely at source here. There is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. This purely is the space of is. You belong here exactly as you are. I want to take a deep breath and just own that for a moment. And recognize and know that your higher self, that bit of you that is closest to Creator at all times, is right there with you. They are there in all their forms. Beautiful. And I think this is for everyone. I'm seeing a long line of traditions coming in, almost standing in line as though there are people holding traditions. See, we're each people here now. We're honoring the healing and the changing of those traditions for generations and generations, for humans and non-humans. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Own it and hold it. Let them recognize you because they will. They're going to give you thanks. Some of them will come up and lay gifts at your feet. Those are going to gather in that bubble and you get to take them home with your higher selves understanding to help you know what those gifts are, perhaps a bit more intuition or vision, perhaps a bit more of the being loved and allowing yourself to love yourself enough to step into your own grace, your own sense of being. And now in this space, I want you to hold that thing that you wanted to create. Thing. No reason for it, just holding it. Is it freedom? Is it health? Is it clarity? Understanding, connection, visibility? What is it that will help you most in this next year to achieve the impact and the freedom that you so want? Your why. You don't have to explain it, just hold it. And you're going to have a helper who's going to walk up to you. Doesn't matter what they look like. They may be human, they may be animal, they may be some format that you don't even understand. Let them walk up to you and take that dream of yours, that need. See, they're a part of you. They have a direct liaison between you and your subconscious mind, not just the bit that we can talk to, but the deep subconscious. And you're going to tell them that everything that I need to change with harm to none must change now so that I can have this in my life. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, if there's anything in the way, I'm gonna ask for you each, since you're not very connected with theta yet. Um, just if you agree with it through your higher self, say yes as we work here. Okay, so Creator, all that is, it is commanded that the program that I can't have what it is that I'm asking for, this manifestation that I so want, the program that is holding it back with me, any belief structures are to be pulled, canceled, and resolved on the history level, released on any and all other levels immediately from me, and sent to God's light, Creator's light, and replaced with I have and I am all that I need to create what it is that I'm asking for now. From and state your name. State your name in your mind. Beautiful. And show me now. Show me the program witnessed. In Theta, I do a lot of witnessing, and that is my job, is to help witness it so it can manifest for you. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Beautiful. Take some deep breaths with this. Deep, deep breath. And as you stand there, I want you to look and see if you got any of the gifts. Gather them up. Pull them in with you back into that iridescent bubble. There's things that are there that are just absolutely beautiful. Each and every one of you has something beautiful here. CJ, my goodness, there is a box the size of Texas literally standing at your feet. It's okay. Touch it and let it shrink down enough that you can hold it and capture it and bring it home with you. Ashley, it's something very similar for you, but it's more in a format of just this beautiful ribbon that is tightly wound around some kind of an object. Pick it up, hold it close. And Petra, oh my goodness. Oh, so much with you. And there are animals all over. There are animal essences all over. Gather them in because each one has a gift for you. That's it. Beautiful. Anyone else that is here, please just grab your gift. Grab it now. Let it become part of yours. Because, see, these are going to be the things that you need to manifest what you just asked for. There's still work that will need to be done to stay in alignment with. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to ask as well that each of you have Creator's definition, perspective, and an understanding of what it is like to actually manifest successfully. That your understanding is the same. You know what it feels like. You know how to, and you already are experiencing this level of manifestation in your life today. Beautiful. It's safe. You're safe. And so it is done. It is done. It is done. If there's any healing that you need, ask your Creator right now just to help the healing happen. I am sensing a lot of adrenal blockage. Let it go. Let them do the healing for you. One of the little tricks to why tapping works so well is because it works on the adrenal system. So let that all go. Very natural way of being. Well, and I want you to understand that right now your higher self is going to come in, and I'm sensing this for each and every one of us. There is a mantle, a new mantle, an old fashioned, when I use the word mantle, it's kind of a woven fabric that is going to be laid across your shoulders. This is filled with the fabric of your purpose, of your gifts, and a beautiful bit more of the vision that you're needing so that you can take it to the next step. Hold that around you with your gift in your heart. Get back in your bubble. Imagine what it's like to be in that bubble again. Just kind of adjust. Start feeling your feet, your knees. You're inside that bubble. And you're just going to right on back down and come right back to your body. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, wide awake, full of gifts, full of healing. You do not need to understand, know, or do any more work, except that these are gifts that are given to you. The work you've already put in, and each one of you here has put in tremendous amounts of work in this lifetime. Tremendous amounts of change and growth and learning and opening and just pure experiencing. You own it already. Be the expert in who you are today. Don't wait. Experience it and hold it. Hold it in here. Would you like to share a little bit or have any questions? Just raise your
I
hand.
like you see how my French name is my zoo, let's say, my animals.
We're amazing with it. When people speak of spirit animals,
Yeah.
the actual physical animals that we have here they're amazing, but they're not the same thing. These are the essences, and you have them all over. When you need to have some wisdom, talk to the owl. When you need to have the agility, that's when you're going to go and find the goats and the gazelles and all the things. You have that connection just naturally. Okay. Utilize that much more in your work and in your day-to-day life. Allow it to mean something, because the more energy we give things, the more real they can become in this solid illusion that we're at. Okay. Because they're very real, but bringing them here, that's a whole different ball game. And you have that ability.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Tell me what it is that you're manifesting. Is it personal or business?
It's a business.
Business.
Yeah.
There's
I
something
really
personal
need
coming
to
in as well. Do you have a relationship, or you're looking for a relationship? There's a relationship question around you.
Oh, I am in a relationship, but I know he will leave. I know that. I have just this message. I got this message. So okay, I will see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. The question that I'm getting, and the reason for this, is just when you're going to be at the pinnacle is when things are going to shift. Okay. You already have a contract together. You can change that. You can break that contract.
I know I can't. I was said that's what he needs to do. It's his path.
Okay, so you're right. You're holding to your end for him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it sit there. We'll leave it sit
Yeah.
there. Business wise, when you are at your pinnacle is when this is going to happen. And I'm just seeing this. Your key, when this comes about, is going to be getting so tight with the reason that you are here that nothing can topple it. Nothing can topple it, because see, the reason you're here is not for you. It is not even for just the people that are coming to you, but it's the impact those people have on this planet that you're here for. And you know that full well.
I know.
You've got to own that and hold it so well that it just puts you right exactly where you need to be when that comes about. Okay. And keep a close, and you're more than welcome to message me anytime as things are happening, and I'll help to guide you with that. You have big things on this planet.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, who's next? Question or just something to share? DJ, yes.
So my intention of what I wanted to manifest is to help poor women every single month to step into their knowing who they are. And I don't know, like when we got there, you said that there's this big box of gifts. I was scared. but then it instantly changed to like this little tiny golden box with like flowy gold ribbon.
right?
And I don't,
Okay. Couple things here. When you're manifesting, you stated you wanted 4 or 5 women to, okay? The instant you said it, they already have it. It has nothing to do with you. You've given that as your gift. You just manifested it for the people. So what you're forgetting, the connection here and the real reason is because you're not owning and allowing yourself to feel worthy of being that priestess that you truly are. And I say that word not lightly at all. You have an amount of wisdom that you came into this world with, and then you've lived every ounce of hell possible to make sure you know every ounce of that. And instead of it allowing you to grow into this amazing beast of a woman, like literally you can bust it through, and you know you do this for people. When they are with you, you can bust them through their past, claim it and own it. It's a brilliant thing. But what's happening is your soul has been damaged at the same time. The way you visualize and see yourself. What's so wrong with me? For anybody to have gone through this life, there must be something broken. Period. No matter what I do, it's never going to change. I am intrinsically broken. And the key for you is to get into the space of saying, that's a lie. That is a lie that my human brain has constructed to keep me safe. Okay? It's not to punish you, but to keep you safe.
yeah.
So being able to work your way through that is the only thing that you need to do. And then when you go back in and you do a meditation like that to manifest 4 amazing souls who are going to pay me highly for my abundance and my ability to transform. And I want them to be in a position to be able to. So therefore, you're manifesting money in their pocket. The time and the money and the health and the healing to, because see, coming with you is not for the light of heart. If somebody is going to want to heal and they are ready for it, let's go. You're ready for that. But just tiptoeing around, you don't do real good with that. That's not your thing. So see, you're giving people, number one, the money to be there for you. And you're giving them the health to be able to cope with the actual healing that you're going to put them through. Because there are a certain group of people on this planet that you created. See, we created every single bit of it, that can only get it from you. They might go pay other people to do things, but when they're really ready, they're going to come to you. So your job is to become that human so well that you're so in alignment that they just flow in. They just flow to you. You're the only thing standing in the way of that right now. Okay? You don't have to learn anymore. You don't have to heal anymore. Yes, you will, and yes, you can. But to have what you're wanting, you already have it. You've got to own it now. You got to own it. Be that, excuse my language, ladies, but be that badass bitch that I know you are. Okay, with the most loving, beautiful, caring energy behind it. Okay, but start owning it today. And we're waiting. Give it today. Give it freely. Open the doors for that to come in, and then own your worth. You own it. Okay, because see, you want the people to have the health and the money that you're wanting. See how we're manifesting for ourselves through other people, and it gets in, and the purpose and all the things come together. Okay. All right, so take that box with you tonight, and I want you to re-expand it. But I want you to go in your safe place first. Go into a meditative state where you feel safe and set it in a beautiful space, and then let it just expand. And then I want you to peek the gifts, because see, these are things you already have. It's just a different perspective, so you can start seeing them a little bit clearer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, who's next? Actually, yes.
I feel like half of that was for me too, CJ, by the way.
We're all on this together. It's okay. Yes.
Right? I know. So I started our session with some weird, I'll say head and neck, like upper neck discomfort that has just been like there all day. And throughout the process, the guidance today, it is, I can say right now it's gone. But as we were working through, it was definitely more heart-centered that things were setting and releasing and coming into. And I love that when we were talking about gifts, and I'm looking and I'm like, what is this like flowy that like I couldn't figure out. And then when you were like ribbons, I was like, that's what it is.
Yes, it's
That is just what it is. And so I have no words on some level. I mean, those are the words to explain that I have. And my focus was really freedom and impact, with, freedom being that really first one for sure. So
Okay, so what if one of those ribbons that you have as a gift is tightly wrapped around a key that goes to a doorway that opens up the abundance that you're wanting to have, so that you can have the impact and the time and all the things. So if you were to take, excuse my dog fur, she's shaking around over here, but that's a clue for me to say that this is to shake it off, let it go, shake it off. Open the door with the key to allow that to come to you. Conceptualizing, see, you keep following everybody else's ways of doing things, and it kind of sort of works, and you kind of get it because you're really smart. You've got this stuff down in here. Got it. But then when it comes to it, and you'll make a poster, you do a thing. And it just take a hold of that key and open up the door so that your way starts to come up to you. It's like, oh, if I were to take this little bit of information in this and I did it my way, this way, oh, boof, bam, there it is. There's your freedom.
yeah.
The freedom to do things your way by taking the information you've learned from other places, yes, but using your own instinct, because see, that's what you have shut down.
Yeah.
You have the intellect, you have the concepting abilities, you have the connection, and you have a really good way of working with people. When people work with you, they change and they shift in ways you can't even fathom. You just know it happens. Okay. But learning to clue into the intuitive side of you consciously and knowingly, that's when I'm not real sure. I got to be able to, if I can take intuition, but I got to be able to know it, understand it, and figure it out and be able to speak it. And until then, I'm not using it. The minute you do that with intuition, it's gone. It doesn't work that way. Seriously, it doesn't. So you're kind of at a catch-22. And you know the old saying about getting through a catch-22, you imagine it as a circle, and the only way through is in the middle. You've got to jump in like the fool. But
Got
having
it.
to have the answers or be the answers, just start doing the do, but open that key. Use your meditative time to open that key.
Okay.
And it will start opening up a lot more of that.
Amazing. Thank you as
You're
always.
very welcome. You're welcome. Okay, who else do we have in here? Sophia, if you want to, you're more than welcome to open your mic. And if not, that's okay.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Okay. Yes, come on in. Tell me what
Hi.
that you're working.
I am. My focus was my business, and I came in halfway, but it was beautiful. I felt really. Yes. It's time for me to travel. So, yes, that was what I got from the
Okay.
session.
Around you, and is it all right if I do a little bit of a reading for you as we speak?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
There's an energy around you that is very fear-based, and it's not you. Okay, it's
Mm.
not. But you've almost magnetized it towards you. Like you've had to be strong for so long that you've magnetized all this fear stuff coming at you. It's like, oh, take mine, take mine, take mine. And of course you're like, okay, I'll do that. Letting that go. If you take a magnet and you spin if you just spin it and then it lets everything go, can you imagine what that would look like? That's what I want you to do with your energy, but make sure that you are in a place of staying with intent, that it's harm to known, and you're just sending it off to be transmuted and released. That is going to unbuffer you enough that you can start building your business. Yeah, you need some momentum. And every time you get momentum, you just kind of get kicked in the knees with more of this stuff, and it's not even your own. Are you confused about that?
I work with a lot of people, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's what's happening. That's why you're always like, well, how can I fix it? How can I change it? What do I need to do? It's not yours. Stop
It's not
taking it.
mine.
It's not
Yeah.
helping them either. Okay. It's not, you're somewhere in your soul says that if I have it, they don't. And that's not the truth. It just means you're carrying a load that's not yours. Therefore, it never gets dealt with. And then they're left without even being able to understand what the problem is. You need to gently send that back and let it transmute and get off of you. That is not how we do the work. And it's not something I
Yeah.
don't think that you're doing consciously. So just understand that your soul, you so desperately want to help people. Yeah, let's unbuffer that for you. And were you in through where you got the gift? Did you get that in the meditation?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have it in your hand? Yours is more spherical.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to hold that for a moment. And I want you to imagine that it starts pulsing like a beacon. Sense that. Tell me what you feel.
It's very light.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. You just let go of a whole lot of that stuff that you had around you. I want you to use that as your beacon and make sure that you're sitting with that in meditative space at least once a day, and just let it just pulse with light. Sometimes it'll be blue, sometimes it'll be orange, sometimes it'll be red. Let it be what it is and let it do the work for you. That is a gift that is completely your own, and it's going to help keep you in balance and in line, okay?
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, for alignment after, okay? Because we create every bit of everything that you've thought has happened already. It's already there. If you can conceptualize it, it has happened. Your work here is to get into alignment with the exact quantum moment where it's yours without the bad stuff. Okay. Because we can all imagine, oh, I want $1 million, but it's because so and so died and they left me $1 million. Now I'm left without that person. And all the things that can go wrong. We're not going to do that. What you want to do is to find alignment with the reality where there's harm to none. It's for everybody's highest and best. And I have the impact, the money, the health and the care and the vision, all of that. So to stay in alignment, what I want you to do is to focus inward vibratory rate. Okay. It's not outside of yourself that you're aligning with. You're aligning your own cells. So you put the intent, I want to have this in my life. And I want me to align and vibrate at exactly the right rate so that that comes to me. And then I open up and I do the do. Because if you don't reach out and take it, it's sort of like the brass ring. If you're not paying attention and you don't reach out, it still keeps going around and around. But you might as well just open up now and start taking it. If you're not in alignment, the brass ring's over there. And everybody else is getting what you're wanting. You're seeing it happen. We've all been there. How many women are in business that are doing amazing? Just amazing, easy. And I was like, how's it so easy for them? They're just in better alignment. That's it. It's an alignment thing. There's so much wisdom and worth in this room right now. You can change the planet. Get yourselves in alignment. Get yourself so beautifully already made. Have it all now. And then get out there and open the doors. So they come in, turn the keys, things go, bring in your spirits and let it all happen. There's no more sacrifice that needs to be done. And Petra, I'm telling you, I promise you, you can change that if you want to, without harming him. He can still have what he wants if you do it in the right way. I promise you, you can. So don't buy into that particular one version of that scenario. It can actually up level into a way that it's much more beneficial for both of you on more than one lifetime level.
Okay.
Be open to that and let it flow into you. Okay.
I am open to that, but I was thinking that anytime I am like growing about it,
Mhm.
I always have their like two separate ways, or in a grave or things like that. So like it's
Oh,
difficult
goodness,
to
Yeah.
entonces tune to something different. It's quite difficult for me, and I would love that, but just like
Yeah. All right. Let's find this to you. You're not here to create for him. You're in a contract with him to benefit you both. And the ticket here is to be able to say, I've completed my part of this contract, and you have. I'm getting all indications you already have. And now it's time for him to complete his part of his contract for himself. So you go into that same theta state and you break the contract with love and highest good for all. He doesn't have to die. That's not his purpose here.
yeah.
If he's not going to change until you say, you do this now. Okay, so you go into that state of being with that intent.
Mhm.
I know you, I could see you well enough to know you would sacrifice this lifetime for that contract.
Mhm. Mhm.
But that's a pure on choice. You don't have
Mhm.
to. And it's not at detriment to him.
Mhm.
You're choosing that part. And you've had it come back to you where it was told to you so that you would hold it so greatly because you care.
Yeah.
And I'm here to honestly tell you it can be done differently. And it can. It doesn't have to. You're more than welcome to. But if you want to have what you want in this lifetime rather than another one,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay.
You're free to do that. Absolutely.
Okay. I will see the contrast. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. But yes, it's all real, but you can shift it all. You can change it. You can make it be just that much different.
Okay.
If you both can have everything you're wanting, easy,
Thank you.
possible. Okay, it's possible.
That makes sense.
Talk with your animals. They will help guide you. Or reach out and I'll help you moving forward. Definitely. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or feel that there's anything that I've missed or okay. Beautiful. Would you like me to pull a card for you? If you want one, just raise your hand. Okay.
And I
I
have
am using my deck here. It's Moonology cards. Oh, they're really kind of cool. I love them. They're very good for just a group setting. We all get a little bit of something out of this. Okay, CJ, name is popping up in my, ooh, you can't have every card in the deck. I just got told, I want every card in the deck. Okay, but what is going to help you the most today? What is going to help you the most today? Absolutely. The energy is gaining momentum. Look, even the color is matching you. Beautiful. Okay, hold on to that. All right, Petra. I'm told to lay this out for you. I want you to close your eyes. Good. And I want you to envision the feline around you right now. Envision that energy. Okay. This here. This one's going to be hard to hear. Don't let pride get in your way. See the feline that's on that card? You see that? Okay. The type of pride that we're talking about here is self-worth. You have your self-worth built around one thing. And the more you get closer to your purpose, that one thing doesn't mean so much. And it's hard to let that go. The symbology that I'm getting in my mind is what I went through with the empty nester thing. A great mom. I loved being a mom. Still a mom, but they're 41 and 27. I had to learn how to let that all shift. And for you, you're coming into a part of your life where letting yourself be great at something different is where that has to be. Okay. And that feline energy is what's going to help you do. You got to be a little stealthy. You see, part of your purpose here goes against some of your belief structure. It's not all congealed yet. And so it's like, oh, how can I have self-worth about being this when I've always looked at that as not something positive or I wanted to be. So work with that a little bit. That's part of what's holding you back. Okay. And I want to give everybody light and fluffy, but I have to be real because this will help you much more than the other. Now, to get there, I'm going to ask also, what is the one thing that you can use? Adjustments are required. you need to make some adjustments, like what we just talked about with your partner. Make some adjustments with the same emotion, care, and morality. You have a moral compass to you. Okay. But just let those adjustments come in and it's all going to start clicking into place for you. You got big stuff coming. You really, really honestly do. Okay. Ashley. Ooh, I just had a tingle back here. Ooh, that's pretty amazing. Yeah. You ever done any studies around Sufis?
I don't think so, no.
Take a look at that. There's something in there. Step out of your comfort zone.
Very appropriate.
So what does that mean to you? What does stepping out of your comfort zone mean?
For me, my comfort zone is sadly, I guess, hiding parts of myself and being the chameleon. So depending on the people that I'm with, I am still a version of myself, but not a full version of myself. And so stepping out of my comfort zone is really continuing to not be so much of a chameleon and to embrace all aspects of myself in every situation.
Okay, what if truly the most brilliant parts of you are the parts you hide the most?
Yeah, and there's fear that I scare people with those parts.
If you scare people good, they're not your people. Okay. Part of what happens as a healer, as a coach, as a guide, is we will draw to us people who will drain us, deplete us, and still never get anywhere. This is your natural way of protecting yourself and not setting people who aren't ready to learn up into more failure. You don't want to be a part of that.
No.
You don't want the karma that comes along with providing that codependency for people that aren't ready to learn. Let the scare happen with love.
Yeah.
Because see, what scared them today when they're ready is going to intrigue them tomorrow. Oh man, I remember that. Ooh, I want that. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Learn to be comfortable in your uncomfortability. If it's comfortable, the answer is no.
Yes. Got it.
Okay. Be
Yep.
uncomfortable. You have a moral compass. You have a baseline already. You're not going to step outside of that. You'd have to work really hard to get out of that. So just start shining. Just start getting it out there.
Okay.
I come from it. My brother is a Mennonite minister. I come from Jehovah Witnesses. Ooh. I didn't learn how to shine and scare some people. And do you know that my brother, who lives in Pennsylvania in a very close to Amish community, has me come in and talk to his congregation? Can you imagine that concept? It
Wow.
happens and it works because I
Wow.
started shining my light and
Yeah.
allowing it to be real. Do I take my crystals? No. I may mention them sometimes, but not
Mhm.
as a rule. I don't need to. I talk their language, but they
Mhm.
still hear it. They still connect. I still have the same ability to connect with them. I mean, he's literally less than a mile of where the plane went down in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah.
We've done clearing in that area. I mean, his house is within eyesight. It's really kind of
Oh,
a
wow.
concept. Yeah. But using that energy, and each of us in here have that in our own way. And if I had stayed afraid, I mean, I spent 10 years in one room. I missed my daughter's whole growing up because of anxiety and refusing. That's when I went in and did my Sufi work, basically, and got in so deeply
Mm.
that now being physical is weird to me. It's weird, but I'm getting there. I'm allowing it to be where I can actually get outside and do my things. Now it's like, wait, I mean, people. My daughter goes, ooh, who is this? I don't even know who you are, Mom. You're not the people person. Yes, I am. I love people now because I had to get out of my own space and allow that to shine so
Mhm.
brightly that it can get out of the way now. And I love it. I'm in purpose at all times.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for you. It's the same thing for all of us, owning it so well that everybody that sees you, it should either scare them away or they can't get enough.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're not hurting anybody. Anybody that's not ready for you, let them gently go until they're ready, or you head them off into a position where there was somebody that they will learn from.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
plenty on this planet ready for you today, now. Don't wait.
Yep.
The more you wait, the more of them are wandering around waiting for you. That's a karmic thing as well. Own
Yeah.
it today. It's like, I'm doing this
Own it
today.
today.
I'm going to be more of me every minute. You have to be healed and perfect? No way.
No.
Just shine in all your imperfections.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Sophia. Okay, baby. Okay, and I'm getting told for here, there are a couple of cards here that we're going to pull for you. Ooh. It's time to release negativity. Okay, isn't that exactly what we just did in the meditated? Let it go, let it go, let it go. And a fiery climax. Okay, fiery climax approaches. See the ram there? Okay. And what that means for you is as you let all of this go, it is going to feel like your world just got turned upside down because see, every parameter that you have set up in your brain, and these are brain chemicals, it's all very, the way the brain works, science-y type stuff, is so programmed that everything you see goes through this one perception, one like a prism, and it's getting cracked and shaken up, and you're going to feel lost for a little bit. And then recreate. That's the key. As you're lost, what do I want to feel about this? What do I want to think about this? And recreate the pathways. They're neural pathways in our brain. That's it. Another one why EFT works so beautifully is creating neural pathways in the brain. Okay, we're retraining. You think of the brain, every thought, every emotion is on automatic that we get set up with. And we don't think about it. So it's like being on a ski slope and it just gets deeper. The rut gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And before long, I don't care how much you want to go on that other path, you're stuck down in a rut. So every time you get hit with one thing, it's an emotion that hits and then you're back in. The key to that is to stop everything. I thought this. How does that make me feel? I'm choosing a different feeling. I'm choosing a different thought and a different action. And then do that enough that you're getting yourself with a new ski slope so that your brain can be retrained. It's magically, beautifully, wonderfully scientific. It really is. It's all based in science. Most of everything that is magical is based in science. There's a part where the two kind of collide. Work it, work it. Does that help a little bit, Sophia? Okay, got the heart. Okay. You allow yourself the space to have all of that. Okay. You've got to go through a shakeup and a fiery conclusion, meaning you really got to face a few things. And then you're going to be on the other side where you can start recreating from there in a way that is much more impactful. Thank you so much for letting me come and fill your time up today. Let's all send our beautiful Rita some energy that she can get through her things that she has going on and pull people into this beautiful community. It's as much for you, obviously, as it is for her. The more energetic care that you can put into the people you meet in here, the better. There's a purpose beyond what we're seeing here that I've been watching happen for a while. Keep it close if you can. And you're just all so beautiful. You're just all so beautiful. All right.
Thank you.
There, I'm pretty sure she'll have the recording. So if you want it, ask her for it.
Thank you.
And that way you can go through it again if you want to.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
You mentioned, was it Sufi for me? How do you
The Sufis, I don't know.
do you know
It's
how
a
to pronounce
religion,
or spell it?
SUFI, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
it's-
all I needed.
it's
I don't know
religion.
anything else about it either. I just wanted to have the right spelling.
Yeah. Just kind of go look. There's a clue in there for you. Maybe
Okay.
a line of thinking or a way of being that will help blend what you're doing.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, ladies. I hope to see you all again soon.